Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Vampire the Requiem Party Monsters here on Dork Tales. I'm your storyteller Kelly. It is a little warm to be wearing this pleather jacket right now, and we are here in summer with another episode of Vampire the Requiem Party Monsters. This is episode 7, Chasing Dragons. I'm excited to be here tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to spill as much blood as is humanly or inhumanly possible. But before we get into that, I think it's probably a good idea to go around and say hello to everybody. So why don't we do that, starting with the handsome gentleman to my left. Hi, Chris.
Hello, I'm Chris. I go by he, him, or they pronouns, and tonight I will be playing Erik Hildebrandt, the Maquette Norvegi thug, for lack of a better word.
Thug works.
Yeah, thug works. Thug life, like old school thug, gangster, not the typical use of the word these days. And yeah, you can find me on Dork Tales and on Dork Tales and on Dork Tales.
Oh, well, it's a good place to be right here.
Yeah.
Let's pass over to Amy.
Hello, I'm Amy. I usually hear they them pronouns, and I will be playing Lena Masters, the Ventru Macellarius of the Invictus. Yes, that's the one. I had to check. There's a lot of different characters, okay?
There are quite a few characters.
Quite a few characters, yeah. And I guess if I could stream again one day, I will eventually be found at twitch.tv/paradoxicalghoul.
Nice.
We're doing that.
All right. Let us pass it down to Winter.
Hi, that's me. I'm Winter. I'm playing Cece LeBlanc, the Deva of the group in Invictus. And I go by she, her. You find me here on Dark Tales, also in Shards of Nirn, and maybe even, because I want to say, I think my mental health has actually gone so much better over this last year and really working on myself. I might try doing my own streaming very soon.
Ooh.
Yeah,
fancy.
so look out for that. And I'm
good.
happy to be here.
Congratulations, that's good. Also, if your mental health's feeling up for it, don't forget that Extra Life is in August. We could use you in some of those charity games.
I'll see if I'm available. I know that there's some things I have to do for work, which is kind of conflicting, but we'll see.
Totally. All right, and finally, last but not least, Caitlin.
Hello, I'm Caitlin. I use she, her pronouns, and so does Jillian Bean, the Nosferatu Ordo Dracul of the group. And you can find me here on Dark Tales, or anywhere you can find Petite Medics on social media. I'm on by Petite Medic, or Twitter, which is Petite Medic now. Thank you, everyone, for your support.
You actually did change it to Petite Medic?
I changed it. It was official that night. I was like, all right, done.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
I really am.
I'm very
proud. Oh my god, I'm also super pink, and everything is dying now that I've moved. I got too excited.
Everything is super pink.
Oh.
You're just blushing with excitement.
Blush of life.
Blush of life. Likely, it's not your blood.
Haha. Let me figure my life out here.
I bought this double shot several weeks ago, and just had not had a chance to use it as an emergency. Thankfully, it was there for me tonight in my hour of need. All right, so everybody, if you're joining us for the first time, this is Vampire the Requiem Party Monsters, which is a game that focuses on a bunch of rule sets that were developed by None More Dark Publishing, which is a little sub-publishing house for Storyteller's Vault, ran by my buddy Sam Young, an Onyx Path alum, and a really swell guy. I write for his books, and I can't tell you about, but there's some other stuff in the works that I think you'll be really excited to hear about from him and from the rest of None More Dark. But everything here is available over on Storyteller's Vault. You can click the link in the description below if you're watching on YouTube, or you can just hit what is it, !book in the chat. Is that what it is? Yeah, there it is. So use that link, and you can buy the books. They're really honestly worth it. They are the quality of official releases, but available for a fraction of the price. And also, you pay the authors, which is kind of cool. You don't normally have to do that these days. What we are doing is using a lot of rules from that and are exploring the night lives of 4 kindred in Vancouver, British Columbia. You know, Seth Rogen town. Now, prior to game, what we're gonna do is take a quick appraisal of everyone's aspirations for the night. Now, most of them, I think all of them can roll over from last game, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to list them off real quick, and please let me know if yours need to change. CC, I have get a gun. I have cam girl for money. And then I have ruin your sire's life.
Okay.
Any of those need to change, or are they all good?
They're pretty good. I also wanted to throw out that maybe as my kind of character archetype, it was suggested by other players that maybe I could also use a blood bond, a higher up vampire, but I don't know if we're going that direction yet.
That seems more like a long-term thing.
Long term?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I'm good with what I'm doing so far.
Sounds good. I have, for Erik, I have take a social hit for the team, fight another vampire, and gain status. Those all good?
I like it.
All right. So that's nice and
He's
easy.
still working on them. Slow but steady.
Right. Okay. Then I have Lena. Learn more about this bullshit conspiracy. Reduce the chaos of your brother as he arrives in town, and solidify the Invictus's hold on Vancouver.
Yeah, basically.
Basically, that's fine. All right, then I have finally Jillian. I have get a better safe space, create a blood bond, and win social combat.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. All right. If any of those are successful, you'll of course get a beat. And thank you to Professor Multiverse for buying a beat for you already. And quick reminder in the chat that if you use the buy experience option for Chronicles of Darkness games, that is a beat, not a full point of experience. My God, that would be so cheap. And hello from the raid from Nat One Fun. And thank you, Christine, for buying 1, 2, 3 more Hurt the Moors. Cool. All right, time for me to wreck some stuff. It is very warm, guys, and I'm trying to stay cool in spite of the warmth. But it is difficult.
You have no problem staying cool in my books.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, babe.
I do what I can.
You're the favorite boyfriend I never had.
Yay.
Yay. Soon. No. We gotta come up with oh, I made him laugh. We gotta come up with a summer costume though, because this whole like me wearing my blue Matt Pat jacket's not gonna float.
Right?
Yeah,
I'm thinking like next time do something definitely gonna make it a summer costume and then just turn on the heat when it's winter.
Honestly, just everybody's in tank tops. Just do the B. Dave Walters approach. That guy's always in a tank top for streams, and I'm jelly. Because one, he's got good upper body, looks good. Number two, he looks very comfortable, like all the time.
Comfort is important.
It is. All right, so folks, without further ado, I think it is about time for us to head into game. I'm just going to do one final adjustment, and then we are going to begin. There we go. Just going to scoot you over a tiny bit, Winter. There you go. So you're not clipped by your stuff anymore. There we go. All right, and thank you very much for the drama bomb and the something good happened soloman. Great. Okay. Drama bomb, you say? That sounds dramatic. Okay, and I'm just checking one final thing because of that drama bomb. Ooh. I forgot I wrote that. Okay, great. Thanks. Thanks. I'm spending that drama bomb immediately. Taking a note.
Okay.
Thank you, Soul. This is all your fault. Okay. Ready? All right. Last time on Vampire the Requiem Party Monsters, the coterie did a bit of hunting and then went out on the town, going to investigate a location that had been dredged up by their handler. Joaquin sent you to find the house of Aidan Welsh, a young college student who had somehow been roped into this all and, well, had died a few days before while escaping Erik. You investigated his place, finding that it was covered in a strange black mold that had infested the basement suite of the house that he was renting. And then found out another thing. He wasn't nearly as dead as you thought he was. Something strange had happened to him. He had mutated into a strange, half-fungal form that attacked Cece and Jillian, while Lena and Erik went to the side suite looking for more clues. Instead, what they found was a woman with a very severe respiratory infection. And then the fight was joined. It ended rather abruptly, however, as this creature that Aiden had become nearly took out Jillian and Cece before Cece picked up a little deep freeze unit that had been handily nearby and bludgeoned him to death with it. In the wake of that, you regrouped, caught your breath. And as you did, you noticed that there was something inside of the freezer as it began to dribble water onto the floor. There was a person inside of it. One that Jillian recognized immediately as another member of the Ordo Dracul. Frozen in either death or torpor. It's rather hard to tell with vampires. And that is where we're going to begin our story tonight. You stand in the basement suite. The commotion that you just caused, creating a vacuum of silence around you. There's half a hole in the wall from where your battle almost poured into the next suite. You're right next to the junction of the kitchen and the hallway to the bedroom and living room. There's a crushed man underneath a cooler at your feet. Jillian, you are quite badly injured, and I think Cece, you're a little bludgeoned up too. Quick reminder that you can spend Vitae to heal if you have forgotten about that.
And it's at a 1-to-1?
So healing is, it's 1-to-1 for lethal and 2-to-1 for bashing. Bashing damage is very cheap to heal. As you're standing there,
wait, did you say it's 1-to-1 for lethal and then 2 for 1?
So 1 Vitae, 2 bashing.
Oh.
I had a feeling that I said that in a way that was going to come back to haunt me.
Okay, I'll...
Oh, I've got a couple of questions. What happened? Refresh my memory. What happened to the girl?
The girl had an asthma attack. The one that you found with the respiratory infection had a very severe asthma attack, and you managed to administer medication to her, but she still was having difficulty breathing, so Lena fed her some blood to make sure she didn't die.
All right.
We'll see how it goes.
And then what's... Eric's going to look at the corpse of Aiden and see what happened, or whatever's left of him, and what's happening with that.
Sure, that sounds good. What I'd like you to do is, for one, what's your strength?
Oh, strength and vigor, or just strength?
Just always combine your strength and vigor, please.
6.
6. All right. So you'll be able to leverage the fridge off as you kind of pull it off. The body inside is going to roll out onto the floor. It's inside of the freezer is a man who's about 5'8", 5'9". It's hard to tell when he's that curled up. His stomach has been completely torn open. His clothes are frozen to his pale skin. He has Asian features and looks to be probably in his early 20s, mid-20s. He has the haircut of like a b-boy or like a K-pop star, and literal frosted tips right now. Looking down, you are going to recognize him immediately as Jillian. He is a member of the Order Dracul named Tianyo Bao.
Tianyo?
Tianyo.
Well, Tianyo had a worse night than us. Looks like.
So
Why
you know
did
that
that happen?
Tianyo is a biology researcher
Mm.
by trade. He is one of the Order Dracul researchers and attempting to get into the Sworn, but has not made it quite into their ranks yet. If you want, you can give me an int and politics roll to remember anything about him. You may add your Order Dracul status to this.
All right. Let's see here.
So as you're doing that, I'm going to say that you are kind of leveraging that off and working to get a hold of that body beneath there of Aiden. As you're doing that, Chris, can you do me a favor and make me an intelligence or wits? I'll let you pick, and medicine roll.
Hey.
Just the one success for me.
Just the one success.
Yeah.
You know that he was working his way up one of the coils. You're trying to remember off the top of your head. You think it was the coil of the Vavode?
Okay.
Which is a mystery that, pardon me, the mystery of the Vavode is what they call them primarily now. I'm still thinking first ed. Which is all about power and control over people that are bound to you. It's ways to maximize your blood bond.
Okay.
Or do you have any coils? I can't remember.
Oh.
Yeah, you should get on that. Get some coils.
I know I should. I really that was one thing that I chose, and then I was like, okay, cool. And then I didn't really look into it very much anymore.
That's okay. All right, so you'll recognize him immediately. He is pretty eviscerated. Looks like somebody ate his entire stomach and intestines out of him. Scooped him like a piñata. So with a... Erik is going to remove the freezer from Aiden. And what'd you get on that roll? 2? Okay. Looking down, what you are going to see is a mess. For one, it looks like he is absolutely splattered.
Recognizably.
I mean, he's still obviously human. That blow caught him in the side of the head, caved in his skull, and forced his skull and neck down into his ribcage.
Ooh.
It basically turtled him against his will. As you're looking at him, what you're going to notice is that there are a number of other breaks in the skin that were not directly crushed by that freezer. Tumors. Along his arms, along his hands, along his ankle and foot that are still sticking out. He's not wearing any socks or shoes, so you can see them. You can see that his feet have kind of stretched slightly, almost as if he's wearing like snorkeling flippers, kind of forming like a wedge-like shape. You can see that his toes are covered with these needle-like spurs. And as you're taking a quick peek at them, you'll also see that it looks like he has bits of like stucco in these spurs and around the nails of his feet. A quick glance up at the ceiling will be enough to say that he was using this to be able to climb on the ceiling and Spider-Man around the place. But it's the tumors that are going to be striking you the strangest. Each one of them is a rife pustule of black red liquid, almost looking like a blood boil, except one of them has popped from the impact of the freezer, and you can see that inside is a small, furry growth. It's about the size and shape of a bean sprout. It looks like a shiitake mushroom, but it's red.
Any of you seen something like this before? I'll point out the exposed growth.
Can I make a roll?
You can make me an intelligence and science roll. Specialty in biology would be good, or horticulture.
Even
Okay.
is this thing?
Horticulture.
I think
Amazing.
Lena was outside and probably came back in around this time. I'm not sure.
I think they'll say that you're walking in the door at this point, ducking underneath it with your massive frame.
Probably comes over and looks at it and goes,
2.
what is
Yeah.
that?
Mm,
It's a mushroom.
mm,
Like, it
It's like
doesn't
a-
just look like one, but it is one, Jillian.
oh. Some sort of mushroom?
Deeply disturbing.
Somebody have anything
Like,
helpful to say
actually-
about it?
Oh, pfft. You didn't know anything. That's all I got.
As you take a look, you're going to see that his skin is actually covered in a light dusting of spores. And as you enter, pushing the door open a bit further, all of you are going to see in the darkness that there are little motes of spores floating through the air everywhere.
I vote we get out of here. Now.
Maybe bring some of whatever this thing is back, like in, I don't know, a plastic bag or something, because we were sent to find this guy.
Do you have
This
a
is our
Ziploc?
evidence, isn't it?
Wait, maybe he has a Ziploc. Jilly's gonna go to the kitchen and look for a Ziploc bag.
There's plastic sheeting all over the windows, and if you spend a minute, you'll be able to find some extra sheeting and not some Ziplocs, but you'll find some hefty bags. Or whatever
Okay.
whatever non-sponsored brand bags exist.
All right, I'll take that. Erik, there you go. You want to take some back, right?
Oh, look around to see if there's anything that he can like try and scoop it into the bag without actually
Just,
touching
like,
it.
Just like turn the bag inside out and go for it, man.
We'll try that then.
Sure. Yeah, you'll be able to. As you, where are you grabbing from? He's got a lot of flesh. He has
Maybe-
where?
Maybe the already exposed one. Feel the other ones look like they're gonna burst if disturbed more, and I don't feel like that's a good idea.
Okay.
So the one that's
So-
already exposed.
Sounds good. You'll definitely be able to just grab it, and as you do, it's going to hold tight inside of the flesh as you go to pull it off. It's like a plantar wart.
Ooh, this goes deep.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna yank
You
at
could
it.
cut it?
CC is really not into this.
As you tug it, have you ever been in the woods and come up to a really rotten tree stump and tried to... There's been like an errant branch or stick that's been sticking out, so you nudge it or kick it, and it pulls a huge chunk of the bark and meat of the rotten tree away? That's what happens to the side of the arm you're pulling on. The flesh and meat sloughs off messily into the bag. And it's like a dam bursts, because the moment that it does, there is this... I'm going to spend to hurt them more, and there is a sudden deluge of liquid that's going to spray up into your face.
Ugh.
An impossible amount of...
Ew.
He's speechless.
Yeah. Do you want a hanky?
You can deal with this. And Lena's gonna turn and just get out of there.
Yeah, Erik will try and tie up the bag, whatever's in there, and then go into the kitchen of the clean one kitchen.
Okay, the clean kitchen.
Just try and find towels or something to just wipe
There,
myself off.
you are going to find some happy towels. In fact, positively gay towels. Little wiener dog pride flag towels are everywhere.
That's adorable.
Yeah, Yep.
He'll use those towels to wipe himself off.
You clean yourself off, leaving this residue that honestly looks like someone blew their nose with a bloody nose. The spores are reddish brown and slick and chunky. In the other room, you'll hear, hello? What's going on? Yes, Amy.
I took Ember outside.
Oh, you did take Ember outside.
Yeah,
yes.
I carried her out to
You're right.
like
It's
later
been
against
2
a tree.
weeks.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? Then forget that. So as you go ahead and clean yourself off, Lena, you hide outside, and there is no one by the tree.
Gonna take a look around because I just shoved blood into this person and
Nearby, the gate that leads out to the front yard is going in the wind as if it was just gone through less than a minute ago.
I'm gonna follow and see if I can go retrieve my errant ghoul, I guess.
Heading out to the front yard, leaving your friends inside of that apartment, you are going to make me a wits and composure roll at -1, we'll say.
Some composure, you say?
Mm-hmm.
That is a single success.
You are going to hear a pretty. You are going to hear a pretty. It's going to be the wrong sound. I know it. Yeah, it's always the wrong sound when I want a police siren. It's the only sound pad one I have is the. If the Vancouver PD sounded like that, it would be a lot funnier. Can you just picture Seth Rogen running from that? Just like, oh, Jesus, it's the cops.
Oh my goodness.
So, you are going to hear the sound of police sirens in the distance headed your way, and then you're going to remember how much noise you made.
Right. Okay. She's gonna go back and let them know that we have incoming. It's time to vamoose.
Oh, we should go. Should move time.
Gotta go.
Yes.
All right.
Did we really leave this here for someone to
Eric.
find, though?
Yeah. I don't want to touch
Tanyo's
it.
body is curled up on the floor in the fetal position, his guts rendered out of his stomach.
Oh, I could take Dinyo.
Okay. What's your strength with vigor?
6.
Okay, you're good. Yeah, he's not that heavy.
Don't think
Sorry,
that-
actually, can you spell his name? Because I keep
So
messing it up.
it's Tian. So
Tian?
Tian. Yo. Y-O.
Yo. Oh, okay.
And his last
I
name
was
is
not-
Bao. B-A-O.
I was not that far off. Heck yeah.
And all of these names can be found on the Dork Tales wiki.
Ah, perfect.
I know, right? Like, honestly, just go to Dork Tales wiki, Vampires of Vancouver. There's a working list there.
Cool. Perfect.
All right.
Part of me thinks that maybe we should set this on fire.
Absolutely.
Do we want his body?
Probably.
The vampire? Yeah.
Okay.
And
then I'll
take the
take it.
bag too.
No, I don't
I'll
want the
try and-
bag. Fine. I'm gonna.
Lena's gonna start looking around for something to set a fire.
I've got a lighter, but maybe see if there's anything else around that's flammable or could cause. I don't know if it's
Yes.
a gas stove or.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
she's
get
gonna
him
look
in
at
the
stoves and
car.
things.
The stove is absolutely electric because this is Vancouver. And let's do a quick check. One moment while I check something real quick. What stage are we at? We're at...
Just so that it's a little less suspicious, I'm gonna try to get him in the car. Wait, can we cover him with something maybe? Oh wait, he's just my drug friend. She's gonna hoist him over her shoulder.
Your drunk
Oh,
friend
let's
with
go.
no guts.
Yeah, no, hoist him so that his like back is right here, so that it's like of on her, but like at least it's not as visible.
Okay, that sounds good. Why don't you go ahead and make me a wits or dex, your call, and subterfuge roll.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. You are malicious.
Oh, I didn't do it.
You didn't do it.
Dex.
What's Cece doing during this?
She's just really grossed out and not touching him, but she's like, we gotta go.
Gotta go. I'm gonna use a willpower for this one. Cause holy smokes.
My nook is calling me.
Okay.
We're just filming a movie. Don't worry about it. 2 successes.
So
Keep getting
2
10s
successes.
and rolling nothing else.
All right, so
But 2
you'll kind of
successes anyway.
you'll kind of be like, oh, you're
Ah.
you're a tiny little girl carrying a drunk dude. Okay,
He gets
sure.
this way.
he gets this way, and you get strange super strength to carry your drunk friends.
Yeah,
You're
like
the
when a
best,
mama-
DD.
Yeah. You know, like when a mom could like lift a car to save a kid or something.
Yep. Okay, so you are going to load him up into the back of the car, and
Hell yeah.
that sounds good. Meanwhile, inside of the place, you have a lighter. There's not terribly much here that is flammable, though.
Since this is probably something that I've done before,
Okay.
to try and destroy evidence or make problems for things in the past, is there like maybe could I do like a larceny check or something to see if I can find a way to make a strong blaze that would get rid of the evidence?
What I'll say, if you're scavenging his place, why don't we say wits and survival
Wits and
to
survival.
find flammables real quick?
Okay. Wit and
I feel like survival's the right one for this.
Which one's survival?
Survival,
Oh,
it
there
is
it
a
is.
physical skill.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And wit. And you know what? I'm gonna spend a willpower.
Sounds good.
Because we're gonna need that. And that's +3, right?
That's plus 3 dice, yeah.
All right, so that would be 3.
3 successes? All right, you'll find that there is a rotting stack of pizza boxes about a foot deep at the back of the room. Covered with like Indian takeout menus, like the kind that they just like litter mailboxes with, you know, as well as like a coupon saver, and then besides that, you'll find in the cupboard a bottle of we'll say a bottle of Everclear, half drank, you know, green sourpuss.
Is that high enough alcohol content for that?
Okay, hold on, I'm gonna check that real quick.
I mean, probably not.
Yeah. 151?
He does not have 151. Hold on.
Yeah, but sourpuss is like maybe
Mm.
7%.
Yeah.
Is
No, I
it?
think it's a bit more. I think it's like 17. Yeah,
Sour-
I think
it's
it's a bit
15.
more than wine. 15. Okay, I was close.
Oh,
Okay. No. Okay.
Oops.
So, let me just. You know what? He's got a bottle of Alberta Pure
Oh,
vodka.
you know what? When you said Everclear, that's exactly what I pictured, and I was like, that is not it. But
Yeah.
you know what? We
that
were
is not
wine,
it.
no.
For those of you who are not in Canada, Alberta Pure is like the rubbing alcohol of vodka. It's like $2 for a pint of it. It's no, it's like $8, but it's like it's like I don't even drink vodka, and I know I wouldn't want to drink that. I'm gonna get a legal notice from Alberta Pure next week.
Yeah, right. For defamation or something.
It's free advertising.
It's free
Slander.
advertising. Alberta Pure. Use it to light vampires on fire.
But you say it's $2?
It's like $8. Yeah, it's pretty cheap
Noted. I might have to look for it. There.
to light people on
Possible.
fire.
No.
Obviously. Vampires, specifically.
Vampires,
Oh.
yes.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to use the alcohol and the leftover things and start trying to light this place on fire and just look back at Lena and be like, I think it's time you leave, Miss Masters. I can catch up.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's go. And Lena's gonna get the hell out of there because nope.
Okay. Cece, are you headed too?
yep.
Okay.
Back to my nook I go.
I'm going to spend 2 hurt them mores. And I am going to do something real quick. I'll take this out of the YouTube edition.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
You're so good at not being suspicious.
And there are so many
The
people,
best.
so many other people who live in this house.
Yep.
There we go. Don't look at the poll.
Oh, okay. I shan't.
Or do look at the poll. I don't care. No, go ahead. Go ahead. No, you're allowed. I'll allow it. And how long would I say? What did I set the time on that for? Oh, I set it to close whenever I feel like it. All right.
Boy. Oh no.
That reaction.
Everybody stack the deck. It's only 25 bits per extra vote.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
A bit's like a cent, right? So, or it's like 10 cents.
I'm not sure.
It's not a
I think
buck.
it's a cent.
I think it's
I guess
it's
I
like-
could look. I could like look legit right this minute.
I think you probably could.
Yeah. Maybe? Question?
It was
I
10
don't
cents.
know.
Yeah,
Thank
by
you, thank you.
chance anywhere close
Perfect,
to
thank you.
where is it? Brewery Park?
Wow, werewolves are leading the charge.
Well, if
All right.
100's a buck, then wouldn't it be 1 cent?
Yeah, I think it's. I think.
Per?
Yeah, I don't think that's the way it is because I always drop 69 when I enter.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I like to be nice to people, but I don't drop like $7 every time I show up because that would be just dumb.
This lot.
100 is 5.
Cents?
Oh, so they're 20 cents each.
100 is $5.
No, they're 5 cents. They're 5 cents each.
Oh.
Okay, so maybe 25. No, 25 is only, that's like $1.25. That's fine.
Oh, I didn't look at the poll, but I like that.
That's fair.
Mm.
All right, we're gonna cut back to game here.
Okay.
All right, and I'll check that poll in a minute when I call it. You all head out to the Phantom, loading up into the front of it. Who's driving? Or did you bring
I
a
got
driver?
my driver.
You have
Yeah.
your driver? What's your driver's name?
New driver.
I did that. I wrote that down at one
Oh,
point.
did you?
It is, last time because I was like, I needed a new driver.
Yes.
This is a woman named Ingrid Glover.
Oh.
Yeah, a very handsome woman.
You trying to get into her Glover box?
No. No.
Sorry, it was the dumbest joke I could think of at the time.
It's
I don't
actually
think I'm her
a
type.
pretty good one because she's a driver too.
Right, I was thinking it was
Yeah.
pretty good, but I didn't want to
It's
pat myself
actually
on the
pretty
back.
good. No.
Also, I can't reach because
I
of
will.
the leather. Thank you. A hand comes
Pretty
in.
funny.
So much movement in this bunny hoodie.
One's
I
for
love
you,
my
Kelly.
It's literally a bunny hug.
But bunny hugs don't have zippers, though.
Oh, they don't
I
have the
think.
zippers?
Yeah,
But didn't Canada
unfortunately.
invent the zippers? You can have it all.
Oh, okay.
All right. With that, you load up, heading out into the night, leaving Erik to set the fire behind you. While you're in the car, a pair of police patrol cars are going to swerve up. One of them is going to bank itself into the driveway. Another is going to slide up. This is Vancouver. This is this part of Vancouver. They don't have driveways outside of their houses. Just realized. So they're going to swerve alongside the curb. One of them is going to just kind of park in the center of the road, double parking and blocking your western escape route. And 3 uniformed officers are going to get out and approach the building. They've already unclipped their guns. What do you all do?
Activate, obfuscate, spend for celerity, and run.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna make sure that he's not obviously has a hole in him. So maybe I'll take my sweater off and like wrap it around him kind of and put his head on my shoulder so it looks like he's sleeping. Tianyo.
Sounds good.
Just in case.
Nearby, a flashlight shines its way into the back. Have you shut all the doors?
It should be, yeah.
Okay. A flashlight is going to shine over toward the Phantom, but you have tinted windows that are going to obscure a decent amount of the view, perhaps illegally tinted windows, because, as we all know, restrictions are just taxes on the rich. There's a great...
Sorry, I just want to make sure Tianyo's eyes are closed.
Yeah, they're like...
Yeah, that would be a little sus.
All right, so yeah, you can try to close them without a problem. They will resist you and start to back up a bit, but you'll be able to force them down. One of the cops is going to head over to your car, give it a quick check to see if there's anybody in there, and I'm gonna spend something good happens. They're gonna shine the flashlight, and the gate is going to go ching, 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 behind as Erik bursts out in celerity. And, Erik, can you do me a big favor, my buddy, my pal? Can you do me the honor of rolling? Ooh, this is going to be a fun one. This is going to be Obfuscate. This is Wits plus Obfuscate plus... Actually, one sec. I actually have to look up the exact roll. Gee, thanks, Adobe, for allowing me to search things. Oh, nope. I always trust you. It just gave me 6 page processing notices.
Flash of Will?
Yeah, give me Clash of... I can't remember what the exact roll is, and my PDF's not working.
Let me see if I can find it, too.
And I can't find my book right now. It's somewhere.
I've got my book right here.
So I know I got it back from you, Winter. I just don't know where it is.
Yeah, because I dropped it off at your place. I remember.
125.
I trust you. I know it's somewhere around here. I just have no idea where. You say 125?
Yep. Blood pool plus dots in, or blood potency plus dots in the discipline.
Oh, is that all it is now? Interesting.
Ties reroll until one player has acquired more successes than all others.
Okay, sounds good.
They can spend willpower, and but only if physically present and aware that powers are clashing.
Okay, well, that is not you, so go ahead and make me a roll, my friend.
Oh no. And tens explode, right?
Yeah, they do.
3. That was a lot more than I was expecting.
Okay, I'm gonna spend that.
3 on 3 dice.
Okay. You are going to rush out and make your way toward that car. You're going to move
I was actually hoping to, because I was kind of hoping to go down the road a little bit distant. Okay. That's why I activated celerity to kind of run away.
Okay. All right. So, are you headed toward the cop cars and behind, or the other way?
Let's go toward the cop cars and,
like behind them.
Yeah.
Okay. There's one person that is still sitting in the cop car. Like radioing this in, a male patrolman who's kind of just, yeah, over on investigating now, over, and I'm just calling it in. Pardon me 1 second. Okay, you're going to rush down the road and kind of be well out of view of them, kind of down to the street where it comes to a T with the other suburban streets there. What do you do?
What I want to do is kind of go out of sight and down the road a little bit, and then make it so that I'm walking, like kind of walking down the road late at night, kind of acting a little drunk, like just kind of stumbling a little bit, and like I'm approaching the situation normally.
Okay. All right. And what are the rest of you doing?
Well, if
Where are we
the
driving to?
roots.
I mean, your car's not on at the moment.
If I
Yeah,
had to
like, we
breathe,
wanna
I
get
would
going.
be holding my breath.
Okay. Yeah,
Wait,
just-
I'm covered with shit. I'm not
And
approaching
kind of petting Tianyo, just to be like, just pretending he's alive, and sleeping.
You have a strange pet.
Just kind of just like not petting, but like a reassuring.
There, my
There,
good,
there,
my good
my-
friend.
My friend, you had a rough night.
He did.
Hmm.
He absolutely did. Who knows how long ago this was? You haven't seen him in a couple months, but
Hmm.
So
I
if
doubt
the
it's been that
car's
long.
not on and the officer seems to be not, doesn't seem to have noticed us.
mm-hmm. Ma'am, what should I do? Your driver says.
Just does waiting it out seem like a good idea here? Because like I think that's what Lena's erring on. Originally she was gonna say gun it and like get out, but if they've already pulled over and have started looking at cars, then I guess just wait if they haven't noticed.
You are going to start hearing shouting from inside of the place, as well as one of the cops inside of the building saying, "Hey, we got a fire over here! Call it in!"
More suspicious if they find us and we've been sitting there for a while.
Yeah, that's why I can't tell.
Yeah.
Like, but if we also leave exactly when the fire's going off, that's also suspicious.
We're kind of stuck.
You know what? Let's just get out of here. Let's go.
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
She will gun it. I'm going to spend to hurt them more.
Yep, of course.
And she's going to hit the gas. Oh, she's going to turn on the ignition, hit the gas, and the chat just asked, "Can you obfuscate a car?" Yes, you can, but nobody has.
I sure don't have obfuscate.
Nope. I didn't take it.
And if they've already seen the car, that's definitely a breach of the masquerade.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
definitely
Where the hell did that
definitely
car
a
just go?
bat. It's a baddie.
Now I gave Ember blood and spent a willpower.
Mm-hmm.
Is she ghouled now? How does that?
Yep.
I don't really understand what sort of connection there is there. Can I have her like come over and
Nope. You don't control her at all.
don't control her at all? Okay. I just don't know
Not
if
a
there's any
little
way
bit.
to like communicate or anything.
Nope.
Okay, cool.
You've let
is
superpowers into the
fine.
world. It's all good.
dear.
All right. So your driver is a competent driver. I'm going to say that she has 5 dice for driving, and is going to turn the ignition on, and is going to try to drive casual. Let's see if she can do this. I'm going to give her a -2 for active scrutiny, and the fact that you're driving basically the beast that the president drives around in. She is not that good of a driver.
Under
Oof.
pressure.
All right, behind you, you are going to hear a whoop whoop as the police car guns it
Oh shit.
and pulls out onto your tail.
I'm gonna have her pull over.
Yes, ma'am. She'll pull over, and one of the cops is going to get out. You're going to be able to see him reach over. He has his holster on the left side of his body, and you see her you see through the back window as he unhitches his gun. Roll down your windows. Get out of the car.
Will comply.
I'm gonna roll down the window and be like, sorry, he's really, really sleeping. But we're okay here.
Is there something I can assist you with, officer?
I don't think I stuttered when I said get out of the car.
Cece's actually coming out and she's got her hands up.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna use awe.
Okay, that sounds fantastic. What are you going to try to do with it? So awe grabs attention.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to persuade him that We were just really scared that people started yelling that there was a fire, and we didn't want to get close to it, so we took off.
Okay. So what you can do is make me a presence
Mm-hmm.
plus persuasion roll. Pardon me. Presence plus your subterfuge. You're lying to him. So let's do presence plus plus subterfuge.
And can I do a willpower?
You can spend a willpower. You add your majesty dots to any presence rolls that you use while awe is on.
Yeah.
Anyone paying attention to him also subtracts majesty from... What's your majesty rating?
I bought more, so I'm at Majesty 2.
Oh, nice. Okay,
So-
so -2 on all composure rolls. What's in composure to notice anything besides you, which is good.
Okay. So I think I'm rolling 2, 4, 6, 8 dice
Okay.
at this point. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm just telling him he should let us go. Okay,
Sounds good.
what's the minimum?
It's so it's always 8, 9, 10.
8, 9,
And
10.
10's reroll.
2. I'm re-rolling 2. Re-rolling again. Oh,
Nice.
shit. So that's 5 successes.
Oh, damn!
You should really just let us go.
You guys need to get out of here. There's gonna be a fire truck coming through here. It's not gonna you can't gum them up like
be
that.
in the way, so we'll make sure that we
You're
get
gonna
the
get in the
car,
way.
okay?
You gotta
Okay.
go. You gotta go.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
God damn, that bitch was tall. Mike, what do you think you're doing? You'll hear one of the officers that's coming down the front yard. But by then, you're already headed back toward your car, or back into it. Ma'am, Ingrid says.
Let's go.
You heard the officer.
And as you pull away, the uniformed officer that is standing there is going to take a good look at your car. The one that was coming out of the house, the woman, is going to take a good look at your car as you drive away.
Do we notice that?
No.
No. Okay. Good. Cool.
Will I notice that?
Um,
I'm a fair distance away.
you're a fair distance away. The cops are paying attention to the car, and like they stop them and then drive off. They're gonna round the corner at the edge of the block, right as they'll hear as the red lights of a fire truck are barreling down the road. Eric, are you still obfuscated?
I believe so.
Okay.
Unless
Now-
I think I have to do something like violent or like really blatant to somebody to pop at people. Just like, yeah, there was some guy just wandering around.
Well, okay.
So like I could be carrying an assault rifle or a body slung over my shoulders, and as long as I don't use it to draw attention, nobody cares or remembers me.
I was just wondering why you're acting drunk if you're obfuscated.
Oh yeah, no, fair. You know what?
I mean,
wasn't
it's
thinking
always
that.
good to have double layers. I used to
Yep.
obfuscate and like crawl under tables and LARPs.
Well,
Because it's a good way to catch cheaters.
I also remembered that like as I was coming up, I was saying like, oh no, wait, I'm not doing that because I've got like bloody clothes on.
Okay. So what are you doing
yeah,
then?
fair.
So you're kind of standing about half a block away from the house at this point.
Yeah, just kind of making sure they get away. If it looks like they're getting away fine, I will probably stay obfuscated and walk down the street a little bit and try and see if I can find a place to actually, I'm gonna head home. I'm gonna head back to Ms. Master's place, just kind of on my own.
Sounds good. All right. The car is going to peel out, start making its way away. Ingrid is going to look in the rearview mirror at you all. Are we picking up Mr. Hildebrand?
Oh, where he went?
He's only got so many places he can go, so...
Just... Where to, ma'am?
I guess maybe we should make a brief stop at Joachim's.
Hmm.
And then go retrieve... Does Erik have a phone? Does he text? Is that... I don't remember.
Originally I said no, but
And then I think he got one and it was like,
Yeah.
not well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he does
yeah.
have
really poorly.
he's not very good at it.
Yeah.
But yes.
He'll
Okay.
get better. I believe in him.
So in that case, Lena, I'm assuming Lena has his number and can call him. And
Yep.
we'll tell him to meet us at Joachim's.
Lena,
Understood.
That is...
It doesn't
What?
look like you're being followed.
That's
what do you want me to do with him?
I guess we bring him with us?
Okay.
I guess he's part of our evidence?
Ooh. Okay.
Unless someone has a better idea.
No.
Yeah. We'll direct the driver to take us back to Joachim's.
Of course. Your driver will take you back toward that old church. And you'll be there before too long. Erik, it's gonna take you a long-ass time on foot to make it back to Ms. Masters' place.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I might actually make a phone call to a contact that I have who I've done some dirty work for before, and see if I can get them to arrange somebody to pick me up.
Okay.
Kind of like a no questions asked thing. Like probably I think it's Nicole Basterfield. She's a corrupt politician that sometimes gets me to remove some people for her.
Okay.
Or rough them up if they're causing her too much trouble.
Sure, that sounds good. You'll be
Just,
able to grab a lift.
Yeah, just kind of no questions asked. I need a hand. I'll owe you one.
I'll keep that in mind. A guy in an old Buick picks you up, doesn't ask any questions. The back seats are lined with cellophane.
Perfect.
And,
to Miss Masters said to the church. Yeah, I'll head there then. I'll try to text her and
Okay.
that I am on my way, and like obviously misspell it, and then like looks like it tries to says I hate this stupid thing.
Yeah.
No, that's not the button I pressed. God damn it.
You make your way into the church. The rest of you get there a bit in advance. Down in the basement, you'll find Joaquin working over the desks that he was situated at the last time you were here. Down in the community room, a pair of rolling chalkboards, green boards, with writing all over them on one and another, with various, basically murder boards placed up on it. Questions, photos, and so on. There are several large wooden tables splayed with information, and he leans over them from his wheelchair, jotting down notes. Do you knock as you enter, or just walk into the room?
We'll knock.
Come in. Miss Masters, you're back early. And you brought a guest.
Found him in some unpleasant circumstances.
He
Who
had
is
a bad time. A Tian Bao from the Ordo
Mr. Bao.
Draco.
Hmm. We met briefly at an Elysium. He was in a better state then.
Hmm.
Has anyone reported him missing?
Missing?
I mean, we found him in a freezer, missing. You know, she's gonna
Most of
motion
himself.
over to.
The Order Dracul keeps to itself, as do most of the Covenants. I think that if anyone could answer that question, it would probably be Miss Bean.
Well, yeah, no, I haven't heard that he was missing, but also, if he was doing a lot of research, people disappear for a little while, right? You haven't called the meeting in a while, I would assume. I'm just kind of making this up.
Nobody's called a meeting in a while, at least though you've been invited to.
Yeah, so, exactly.
You're kind of super low on that totem pole, though.
Yep, this is also true.
What's your status? 1?
Yep.
Yeah. So you're in the Order Dracul.
I'm in it, but it wasn't something I prioritized.
Cute, I'd ask, just in case.
He must have had other friends, so no.
What did you find? Did you find Mr. Welsh?
Oh, we found this too! I forgot that I had the bag. Yes, we found him. He was unfortunately riddled with this. It's like a mushroom. I don't know, it's like a mushroom of some
He
sort.
was riddled with mushrooms.
Yeah. They're like growing on him, in him. He had to take off a good part of his arm at the same time.
This
Really
is
gross.
It was gross. Spores everywhere. He tried to bite me. And
This
it
is
felt
a
like there was
historical building.
Poison or something. This one?
Yeah.
It's
So
sealed.
are you? You're filthy.
I guess you're right. I'm not sealed.
Okay.
Maybe I should have
So-
showered first.
So you fought. He was alive.
Was, but not in his right mind.
Mr. Masters said that. Pardon me, not Mr. Masters. Mr. Hildebrand said that he had died.
Yeah.
How much do you trust Mr. Hildebrand?
A lot?
And yet he was still alive when you reached his house.
There was something very strange about that house.
Hmm.
Like, nothing I've ever seen. Gross. I mean, those two spent more time in the suite than I did, but
So how is Mr. Bao connected to this, besides being in a freezer?
With his guts torn out? Yeah, I don't know.
He
Is
was
he
just there.
is he dead or is he sleeping?
I have no idea.
how do we check that?
You
Yeah.
don't really. Does he?
Okay.
Does he completely rot away?
Well, he's
honestly,
still frozen.
He's still frozen. Well, he's defrosted by now. It's been a half hour.
Yeah, so
Oh,
like
I guess.
How long does it take to defrost a researcher?
Well, but like even like meat coming out of the freezer, if it's fully frozen, it takes a really long time. So I'd assume that because he is like meat, right?
Yeah, we
Could
should
take, like,
we should pull
longer
some
if
research
he's
on
frozen.
that and find out.
That is definitely true because it's not like nothing is heating him. He's going back to room
Yeah,
temperature.
exactly.
So-
It's just like you left him on the counter for a bit. This is really.
With the real trick is to put him in the sink and leave a little bit of water going to create thermodynamic
so somebody put
convection.
him in the tub.
Yeah, put him in the tub.
Conversations filed under I am a writer.
Conversation. Yeah, right.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's why I have an FBI file. Among other things.
Oh my god.
So the big way that you can tell that he is not dead, double dead, that he hasn't reached final death and is in torpor, is that he doesn't look like a corpse in the face. Is the nice easy one. When you die, you usually revert to the point of death chronologically. So if you died 50 years ago, you're a 50-year-old corpse.
Gross.
Right.
But okay.
That's how I have always ran it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Whereas if you're in torpor, you know what? He's still got those K-pop cheeks.
What happens if we feed him blood?
You lose some blood. Yeah. Go ahead.
Lena's gonna spend a VT, I guess, and try and dribble blood into the mouth? Unless someone stops her and says that's a bad idea.
Lena, you're just turning into a Capri Sun.
Yeah, right?
Oh,
I mean,
that's beautiful.
For a little sippy
We've been
sippy.
a little snap.
Okay,
A little
so-
sippy.
I'm guessing some of this, I'm hoping that we're at least brainstorming a tiny bit of this, like the
What's your blood
return to
potency,
regular.
Lena?
That's, my blood potency is 2.
Okay. You are going to put some blood into his mouth. It is going to dribble down into his throat.
Okay. I'm not sure that did anything.
Wait, give it a second. I want to see if something happens.
I mean, if he's frozen, I don't know. Like, do we have to defrost him first?
Yeah, probably have to defrost him first.
Is there a tub or a,
There's a baptismal upstairs, and no, you're not going to.
Oh.
What about a wash bin?
No, we'll just take him back to my place. I can put him in a tub there.
Defrost him there.
Okay.
Is there anyone inside of the Order Dracul that would be able to accept him? Perhaps you should return him to your people? He gestures to you, Jillian.
That's fair.
Do you know who his sire is? Do you know if he has any connections?
I'm not super high up on the ladder there. Can I make a roll?
You can try, yeah. Make me
I
an
can
intelligence and
try.
politics.
Nice. With my status?
With your status.
Nice. I actually have politics too, so.
Oh, do you
Whoops.
actually?
Ah,
I'm
nope,
proud of you.
that's gone forever. Yeah, I was, originally gonna be a little bit politicky, but then I was like, don't care. Anyway,
Fair.
2 successes.
Oh, nice. 1 second while I pull that up then.
Nice.
Oh, that's Victoria by night. I don't care about that anymore.
Ooh.
1 moment. That's weird. It's not Dork Tales Wiki. Sorry, I thought the wiki would be the fast way to do this, but I'm having trouble finding the thing I'm looking for. So poop. Oh, it's vampires in Vancouver. Sorry, I used the wrong article. Okay, so inside of the Order Dracul, you are going to know that there are a few people of prominence inside of it. 3 to be exact. Sorry. Mushroom spores.
Bless you.
Oh, it's spreading.
Yeah, it's spreading. There are 3 prominent Order Dracul members that you know of inside of the city. One is the socially facing member of the Ordo, a talent agent and rather social butterfly named Alasdair. There is an aesthetic focused one, an artist, and an artist who's obsessed with the human form in all of its glory, be it painting, drawing, sculpting, to extreme tattooing and plastic surgery, named Lynette. And there is a figure who goes only by the name the Professor, who handles the research side of things. They are never seen and act through intermediaries. Primarily, their child are a girl of about 20 years old, and about 20 years embrace, named Tacita. Out of those, you'd say Bao's probably related to either Lynette or the professor.
Two options, but could probably see about talking to Tacita. Would be my guess. He's doing biology research stuff, if I recall correctly. It'd make more sense to me. But again, I'm really...
Whichever one you think is best.
On the latter. But okay. We'll figure out how to inform them.
With 2 successes, you know that Tacita and the professor usually work close to Simon Fraser University.
Okay.
On the edge of campus there. Some of the older buildings that have been decommissioned over the years. And you know that Lynette has... Sorry, go ahead.
Burnaby campus, or...
Yeah, the mountain.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Because that is the older of the 2 of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they would be like a bit down the hill. Is there an older school in Vancouver that I don't know about? Oldest? College.
Probably.
You know what? Let me do a quick check, because I realized that I had always thought, because I always just assume SFU, but oldest college, the oldest secondary school is King George. Yep. Are there any good colleges in Vancouver? Nope.
That's a good question.
Okay. A brief history of Vancouver. Brief history of UBC. Oldest universities in Canada by foundation year. That'll do it. Oh, UBC is the oldest, obviously. So you know what? We're gonna say that he works out of the endowment land area surrounding UBC, because there's tons of like old decommissioned buildings in that area.
Okay.
Great places for a vampire. As much as I want to put him on the mountain campus, for those of you who don't know Vancouver, there are 2 primary universities in Vancouver. The University of British Columbia, which basically takes the entire western chunk of Vancouver and is just like, this is ours. And is surrounded by like 5 miles of just woods, because it was just land that was given to them and they haven't developed it, because it's Vancouver. That land is worth more than gold. Vancouver is very expensive. And then there's Simon Fraser University, which is the mountain stronghold campus of a mad scientist. It is on a big-ass hill, and the buildings all look... you've seen all the buildings, because they are in tons of sci-fi movies, because they look... There's reflecting pools everywhere, big brutalist architecture, and my favorite is that the student union building and some of the main campuses literally drill down into the mountain, so that if you go into them, you have to go down like spiraling staircases into the heart of a mountain. It's freaking weird, guys. I went there for an anime convention a couple times, and it was...
With never-ending construction. At least when I've been there.
that's where you put the lasers.
We had to like tilt the cameras so that we could like not see the construction. It's great.
Did you? What were you filming? Oh, you were doing normal stuff? And Amy, in your chat, yes. That is, Lynette is the sire of your old character from the podcast that
I
never got
her
completely
character's
uploaded.
name. But
I've got my list right here. All right, so Back to the action. So you'll know that he works in the endowment lands, or they work. We'll go with they. The professor is genderless, often referred to as male, but who knows?
I know kind of where they work, probably. Don't know if it should show up unannounced, though.
Do you have a way to announce yourself?
Don't really have anyone's phone number. I personally don't know if there's a way.
You could probably get Tacitus' number if you took a minute.
Oh, okay. But I'll try to get Tacitus' number. The professor, they usually don't do much on their own anyway. But, like, socially, they kind of get Tacita to help them with everything there, and then they just do their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's beneath them, you know?
I can understand getting people to do your work for you.
Right? Wasn't a bad thing, just a thing. Anyway, so, alright, we'll deal with him with there.
Sorry, I'd offer to keep a hold of him, but, the church probably isn't the best place to inter him.
You have a point.
That's fair.
Well, what's your next move? And as that happens, a presence will be felt inside of the room. Erik, you have arrived.
Oh.
Everyone made it all right? It didn't look like anyone was following you.
Without incident. So, now we have to contact someone in the Ordo Dracul to return our friend here.
Couldn't we try and wake him up and question what he was doing in that
can
shit pit?
Go back to my place, try and wake him up, and let someone know to come retrieve him?
True.
Maybe we should talk to him first if he wakes up before we send for other Dracul members.
I think that might be...
Politics this? What do I think is a good idea here? Because I kindred politics is a thing.
Fuck politics.
Lena.
Sure, I think probably returning him to someone else in power might be a good idea.
Yeah, but
in
would
our
bringing
power
him
or
back
their power?
To our would bring it back to Lena's place to try and wake him up and let someone know, like, does that seem like an okay thing, or would they get angry that we questioned a member of the Ordo Dracul without a representative?
Yeah, I can't answer that question because people will get.
Yeah.
It's up to you, but people will get angry over literally anything. This is the world of darkness is based off of Earth.
I'm trying to, like, Lena knows more about kindred politics than I do, so
I don't think that there is
no good way.
There is no okay. So according to the All Night Society's mandate, you didn't destroy him, you rescued him from a place.
Yeah.
And if you manage to wake this guy up, asking him some questions probably not a nice thing to do, but it's not like it's below board.
Yeah, because finding out how he ended up in that situation in the first place is relatively important on our general everything, I think. So yeah, that's Lena's plan, is go back to her place, dump him in a bathtub so we can get him back to regular temperature, and try and pull him out of torpor.
Ooh.
And maybe feed him.
Yeah, and if he wakes up and he wanted to be awake but was like forced into that state of sleep, then you've got him on the hook too.
I personally like Erik was just like sorry. this is the only lead that we have at the moment. Do you think it's a good idea to hand him over to somebody else right away?
I mean, if we ask him questions, get him awake and ask him questions first, then they can do whatever they want with him.
I mean,
So
I'm curious as to why he was in the freezer of whatever that mushroom monster was.
Why do you keep things in the freezer, Mr. Hildebrandt? Why did you, I suppose?
For the intention of
Abe.
using it later.
Mm-hmm.
keep it fresh-ish.
As you say that word, Lena, must meant to hurt them all. You are going to have a sudden feeling ripple over the flesh of your fingers. It's nearly, well, it's sensual. And I don't want to mix my metaphors here, but to say that it is borderline on eroticism is not necessarily untrue. There's a smoothness, a silkiness to your fingertips for a moment, like dipping your fingers into a warm bath at the end of a long day, testing the water. You'll zone out for just a moment, and as you do, you will have a brief flash. Your eyes will unfocus, and you will suddenly be in an ostentatious suite. There's gold everywhere. How are you enjoying the water? You'll hear echo. How are you enjoying the water? Water, water. Someone giggles. You'll feel your hand clutch something and flick your wrist out. All of you are going to see Lena just kind of trails off and then like twitches, and her wrist is going to just flick out with nothing in it. Like she's having just like a little, like a chill almost. And Lena, as you glance down, you are going to see an unmistakable pair of eyes reflected in the razor, and before the vision ends. Your brothers. I would like you to do me a favor. Can you roll me? This is going to be... God, I can't believe I'm doing this. An intelligence and... not politics. It's got to be politics. There's no better one. Intelligence plus resources.
Resources?
Yep.
Intelligence and resources. Okay, I can do that.
It's the weirdest roll I'm asking for this session.
And with my luck of dice, that's no successes.
Would you like to turn this into a dramatic failure for a beat?
I sure would. Let's do that.
Okay. You are... Ooh. Look, you are going to suddenly have a flash, and you are convinced your brother is in your house.
Oh, fuck. We need to get back to my place right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like us to do at the moment? Mr.
Joaquin
Joaquin?
looks at you, and... At the moment, I can't connect any of the dots.
Okay.
I think your next step is probably trying to find out what Mr. Bao was doing there.
Hmm.
Why was he... Hold on. One sec. He's going to start rifling through the papers on his desk, going through the file that he had pulled out for Aiden. Died of allergic actions. Aiden Welsh was a late-night cleaner. He was doing a significant amount of work. What did you say Mr. Bao did? For the Ordo?
Oh, researching biology research? Some sort. I'm not really sure.
Equitas Laboratories. Right here. He's
Oh.
going to flip it and show you that there is a there is some information there. His cleaning service, late night cleaners. One of their clients, Equitas Laboratories, over on Boundary.
Oh.
They're not in the phone book.
Right.
Do any of you have a phone?
Yeah.
Yep.
You all have phones, right?
Yeah.
I do.
Do any of you have Mr. Bow's... Does Mr. Bow have a phone?
Oh, good question. She's gonna pat him down and see what she can find.
He does not. He does not have a phone.
Nah, nothing. I mean,
Do any-
theoretically somewhere.
Does
But not
anyone know
here.
his phone number?
No. We're not that close.
Well, my question is whether or not Mr. Bow is connected to this lab. I can find very little information about them. They're not in the phone book. But a few
Website?
things are.
Do you have the address?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Right
we
here.
should pay that lab a visit.
Well. Find out what he was doing and be careful.
What
There's something weird going on.
what do you recommend we do with him? Hand him over to the Ordo or question him ourselves?
I say we question him first.
If he's really torpid, I have no idea how you're going to wake him up. As far as I understand, only those of elder blood are able to awaken torpid kindred. Are any of you particularly advanced in age? Do you have anyone who you owe a favor to? Or would like to?
Miss Masters.
Essentially.
We might have somebody.
Lena, are you the older one or the younger one?
Lena's older.
Okay, so that's probably out. So the rough thing, you have to be a few levels of blood potency higher than a subject to raise them. from
Yeah.
torpor.
The only thing Lena's thinking about maybe possibly doing is calling in a favor for on behalf of her sire. Because she's got the good breeding.
Okay.
So people sometimes like to help her out. But that's a rough one if she wants to try and cash that in.
I was wondering if we handed him over to possibly, let's say, a higher up in the Invictus, they're blood bonding somebody to wake them up, right?
Yep.
So that's kind of like us doing them a favor.
You'd still come away owing them. They're the Invictus.
Got it.
But you might not owe them quite as much. Only partially owing someone. It's all about mitigating your losses, really. So what do you want to do?
I vote we go back to Lena's house.
Figure out
Lena?
what's wrong there.
Yeah.
And I need to check and just potentially deal with an unwanted house guest.
Oh. Should we even bring him there?
Do you need assistance?
Throw him in the trunk for now.
Back to the place. We can at least leave him somewhere that he's not gonna be in the sunlight. While we figure out what to do.
Do you have a big freezer?
Yes, I have a big freezer.
Nice. Just don't get angry. It's a good question.
I thought we were trying to thaw
Unfreeze him? I don't.
Well, so are we of three? Okay, let's get there, and then we'll figure it out.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
Do we want to leave the sample here? Did we
Please
give that
take that
over?
with
the
you.
baggie? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I do not want you to leave that inside of this place. This is a historic building, and I prefer not to have to gut it.
Understood. Understood. Okay, we will get out of your hair.
I appreciate it.
Lena's gonna beeline back to the car.
Lena, can you do me a big favor?
Sure, what's up?
Can you tell me real quick, this is, you know, super cash, every name, alias, alternate identity, source of fame, and social connection that you have, can you put in the chat for me?
Oh my god.
Oh, God. Crap. One sec?
Yeah, no rush, in the next couple of minutes, if you don't mind.
Okay.
And any name you've ever, your character has regularly used enough to be a persona, basically. So if Lena Masters is not her real name. So social connections is mostly just like merited social connections, like a retainer or something like that. You gather up your corpse friend and head outside. And in true Vancouver fashion, by the time you make it outside, it is already drizzling. A light rain spreads everywhere, sprinkling down onto the ground of the city. Lights are going to pass as the Vancouver traffic idles by. Even as it's past midnight into the early hours of the morning, there's still a steady trickle of half a dozen cars in any direction, no matter where you look. What do you do? Ingrid's waiting outside in your car.
Yeah, so Lena's going to the car and we'll direct her to take us back to Lena's place.
All right, sounds good. The car will drive you there, taking the long way back to get to your place, or the quick way. You got to be there immediately, right?
Yeah, she's taking the most direct route.
Okay, absolutely. She'll hightail it. And as you pull up to the gate, there is, you're going to see that there is a police car outside of your gate. What do you do? Ma'am, what should I do?
Well,
The car's blocking access to your front gate.
would I have a side entrance or is just the front gate?
For the car, front gate.
Okay. Then I guess we'll pull up and have a conversation with an officer.
All right. There's an officer leaning out the front, pressing the intercom of your gate, and as you pull up, she'll step out and wander over toward your car. She has a flashlight out, and as you're looking at her, you'll actually recognize that she is the cop that was on the lawn at the house.
Lena's gonna get out of the car before letting anyone else out, and we'll approach. And...
Lena Masters, right?
That's correct. Can I help you with something, officer?
Yes. I was wondering if you could tell me anything about what happened back at that house. You got out of there in a bit of a hurry. Wondering if you saw anything?
I'm sorry, I don't follow. What happened at what house? Was there an incident? I saw there were officers, but did something happen? Was someone injured?
Yes. There was someone brutally beaten.
It's horrible.
To death. With a freezer.
With a please give me an actual cause of... I'm sorry, why are you telling me this? That's impossible.
How many of you are there here?
Do you mean in my staff at my house?
I mean, in your vehicle. How many were you all present at the time? I have some cards that I like to hand out in case you can remember anything that happened. I won't keep you long. I know you probably have to get back to the good life. Besides, it's getting pretty late. I'd hate to keep you out past curfew.
Well, I've just got some friends with me, and we're just taking the party somewhere else, so...
Of course, of course.
Calling it for the night. You know how it is.
Absolutely. Don't let me hold you up. Here. And she'll walk toward and round the edge of the car and hand you a police business card.
Lena will take it, and,
Marion Ward. Constable Marion Ward.
Okay.
I guess you were probably picking up some friends over there. I imagine that people in North Vancouver don't get down to my neck of the woods very often.
Not generally, no.
So which one of you lives there?
They never showed. We got a text message saying they had other plans, so we...
Is that one, Ember Lee?
Did you find her?
No, it looks like someone tried to break into her basement suite.
Oh my god, I had no idea.
Well, if anything comes up, if you hear from Ember, please tell her
course.
to reach out.
Yeah, if you find her, please let us know. We're really worried about her.
Are you have a lot of friends that are international students from Singapore?
Not specifically. I get around. I've got friends in many places. Why?
Oh, just a lot of people in North Vancouver like to take advantage of people who come over here on immigrant visas.
I could never do that.
People with study permits are generally quite vulnerable.
I tend to lean more to philanthropy, not taking advantage.
That's excellent. Philanthropy is wonderful. Well, thank you for your time. There are a few extra cards in the stack. Hand them out to the people in your car if you don't mind. And,
of course.
I hope you have a great night. I'll have my partner move the car and we'll get right out of your way. Fred, can you... Thanks. Sorry, we're gonna need you to back up a little bit.
Of course, yeah. She'll motion to just step back and motion to the driver to back up a bit.
Oh. And one more thing. Do you know anything about the word? And she's gonna lock eyes with you and say, a word that sounds native. Like it sounds like a First Nations word. That kind of just rolls off of her tongue.
I'm guessing Lena has no idea.
You have no idea. No?
Sorry, I've never... Not familiar.
Some graffiti found nearby. A lot of,
Well, that's concerning. We don't get a lot of graffiti up in this area.
Oh, no, back at the house.
Oh. No, I'll keep it in mind in case I see it anywhere, though.
Oh. Thanks, Fred. Well, have a wonderful night, Miss Masters. Oh,
You as well.
And, what were you before you were Masters, Lena?
Lena's old name, way back before she was Masters, was Cuthbert.
I sincerely thank you for your time, Miss Masters. She gives you an eyebrow waggle and walks past you.
Lena's just gonna hold the smile of like general polite thank you, have a good night, until they're gone.
Okay. Your car will pull back up once the police cruiser heads off.
We need to get inside right now.
Are they gone? Are they gone?
Yeah.
The cruiser will...
Oh, perfect.
Not Ghostbusters car, but you know, it just drives off into the night.
That the officer going to be a problem?
That was a long conversation.
Possibly. I don't have enough information at this point. But she definitely knew things she shouldn't.
Do you head inside your house?
Yeah.
Finally, the rain is no longer a problem. You find that your outfit is quite wet from your little conversation, though. And heading into your house, it's good to be home. As you open the front door, can I get you and... have you told anybody else what's going on?
No, just that there might be a house guest.
Okay. As you head inside, make me a wits and composure roll. And do you have any points of haven?
I do. I have 2 points of haven.
You may add those to this roll.
Okay. That's 3 successes.
Doesn't appear to be anybody in the house. You have a pretty good sense of your home, your domicile, and the security therein. Your staff that's up this late at night, tending to things, feeding your dogs. Your dogs all seem pretty content and happy, and a couple of them will dutifully greet you at the door, silently as you've trained them.
Give them the general, like, greeting dog pets and so on.
They do the head nod thing.
Yep.
They give a quick appraisal of your allies. And we'll give quite the sniff as you bring in Tian Yao.
Don't eat that. Not food.
Tian.
No.
No food.
You've eaten tonight. I know you have. No. And we'll shoo them off, and we'll start and wander into the house.
You don't need anything from me immediately. I'm gonna get changed.
Okay, go ahead. That's so strange. I thought my brother would be here, but looks like he hasn't arrived yet. Hold on. She's gonna pull out her phone and text him, and we'll go, "Hi, did you already arrive in town?"
And as you do that, you'll hit the button, and your phone will start ringing in your hand as soon as the text goes through. Sorry, you're muted.
Oh, she'll answer it.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, how you doing? Y'all doing okay? Lena.
I'm very much guessing this is Henry calling.
It sure sounds like him. Hi, Lena.
Hey, brother. I thought you were gonna come straight to my place when you got into town. Where are you?
I wanted to stay somewhere nice
Are you...
and central.
Hope you're not making too much of a mess there, little bro.
A mess?
You know,
What do you take me for, big sis? I'm not making a mess. I'm just having some takeout. In the background, you and anyone else who's near your phone can hear a bit of distant whimpering, sounding like it's through a gag. And then a sharp inhale of breath and a shh.
just when you finish your evening classes, please make sure there's not too much of a mess to clean up after.
They'll never know that they were here.
Great. And come and visit your big sister soon. I've really missed you.
I have a little bit more of an important visit to make first, unfortunately. I need to check in with Mr. Jensen to make sure that my presence in the city is acceptable.
Of course, deal with all the bureaucracy.
Crazy little city you've got here. I just have to say, it's so strange normally. There's a court. There's a place where everybody goes to meet for these type of things, and you go and you prostrate yourself and you say, "Oh, Principal, can I please stay in your city?" That's how they do it in real cities like Calgary, but here, talking to a sheriff, a spy master, what even is this punk?
Well, it seems to work for the city, so
Does it? You sure you don't want to come over and grab a bite?
I've already eaten. I'm fine.
Oh, Daddy said he was sending you over something nice. Did you get it?
I got it. Yeah. He looks out for his kids.
Oh, he likes to see meat on our bones.
And he does.
You with people?
I've got some friends, yeah.
You sure they don't want to come over? I've got the penthouse.
I'm sure.
Smells practically presidential here.
It's been a really long night. We've still got some stuff to catch up on, so I'll leave you to your meal. Just let me know when you drop in, okay?
By the way, I know you on the West Coast here like to make sure that you're ethical. You know, organic, food tracing, things like that. So I feel that it's only fair for me to say that Gerald Harper, your present, his name was Gerald. His wife was Susie.
I appreciate the,
Y'all ever seen a turducken? You've seen a turducken, right?
Yeah, yeah.
His wife's name was Susie, and their daughter's name was Rachel. If you hurry up, you'll have a bit of the turducken experience before he passes them.
Good
Can't
to
make
know.
sausage.
Yeah, okay. That's kind of gross. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of disgusting.
Oh, Daddy did it. I just helped.
Yeah, it's kind of disgusting. I'm not gonna lie.
And this is why I'm his favorite.
Yeah, that's why you're his favorite. Okay. Bye.
See you soon.
And she's gonna, yeah, hang up and just be like, well, that was, sorry about that. That took a little longer than I expected. Yeah, okay.
You never said that you had a brother.
Yeah, I've got one, and a sister.
Visiting?
Apparently, yes. To clean up our messes. My messes. Except that I'm pretty sure I'll be cleaning up his messes. You know, the whole... Yeah.
That's very interesting.
He's gonna wander off, kind of into her house, just kind of mumble something along the lines of, and I used to be a single child.
He's getting heavy. Where can I put him?
Just take him down to one of the rooms in the basement. I let him... Yeah.
He's not, I just don't want to hold him anymore.
Okay, well then just put him... Yeah. She'll have the butler take them down to like one of the multiple rooms downstairs. He should be fine down there, I think. You know, I'm guessing that since he's in torpor, if he thaws out, he'll stay torpored. Like, he's not going to start rotting. We don't have to put him back on ice.
No, he probably should. He probably won't.
Okay, so she's just gonna, have him put in one of the rooms, in one of the daytime rooms.
So, you do so. Your servants are happy to. What's the plan from here?
So, did we want to check out the laboratory place? We got the address. Wait, I want to kind of clean up first. I don't really want to keep this blood and stuff all over me. It's not a really good look.
And Lena will point them towards the bathrooms that they probably cleaned up in previously, and if they want to wash their clothes, they can do that, and probably won't take too long. And Lena's gonna go get changed and do the same thing. Well, same thing, and then get changed.
Sounds good.
Probably put that bag in some sort of a deep freeze or something downstairs.
Oh yeah, I have this
or
one
somewhere
too.
out of the way.
TC is, while everyone's kind of like going to do that, it's just like, fucking finally. And it's gonna take out her phone and go through her social media.
You have...
It's been so long.
8 dick pics and 9 top shots, so that's 18 boobs. Nice. Congrats.
Cool.
I would say, you know what? You have a significant amount of erotic posing sent to you by,
what's his face's
by
name?
Jane.
Oh, Jane. I remember Jane, but what was the other guy's? The one that I kept?
So there was Jane, Jose, and Alton. Alton was the 22-year-old short king with the tats.
Yeah, my baby boy.
Your baby boy. Your baby boy who kind of looks like... God, what does he even look like? He's like... short and sweet and to the point.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm keeping him.
He sends you rather tasteful photography. Also, he's got like the tattoos are all over. I'm just gonna put it that way. Like,
Nice.
It's a tasteful shot. Like, no stick of deodorant to compare it to or anything like that.
Okay.
But he's tattooed all over his hip V.
Nice.
Wow. Nice. But lots of messages.
Okay.
And including, actually, you'll have a message from your roommates.
How are they doing?
They are, one of them is saying, Danny is saying, thanks for the dinner earlier tonight.
Good. And Neve?
Sorry?
And Neve? Or is it just coming through Danny?
It's just coming through Danny texting.
Okay. And is there anything that's like out of ordinary kind of thing? Like she's like, dick pic, dick pic, dick pic.
I mean...
Or not this time.
Actually, I'm gonna spend that last hurt them more because I got a spare.
Yay!
You are going to have a couple of messages on Tinder. Actually, you are going to have... it's going to be one message. Oh, that dice really wants to roll one. So it is one sender, but at least 5 separate messages, like ping, 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 from Dave, the 55-year-old man that you blew off.
Yeah.
And it is just like a diatribe of hate. Like, you fucking bitch, you said you'd meet me, and I know that was you. If I ever see you again, I'll... And just a bunch of stuff that his mother, if she's still alive, should probably never read him say to a woman. You know, the basic stuff of like, you know, you promised me a hookup, and if I see you again, I'll get it, type of thing. It's like, really, man?
Block.
Yeah, block fast.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, sorry, not sorry. Please kill him.
Just give me the opportunity.
I mean, you could unblock and be like, sorry, I'll meet you here, and then push him off a bridge.
Ooh.
Always tempting, right?
Invite him over for food.
Invite him over for food.
I'll
Have
cook
dinner.
you something.
Have dinner with your child.
Yeah.
Just say you're a mother. That'll get him to leave. Oh my God, Cece, you're the MILF. I just realized.
Yeah, no. We'll deal with him later.
Okay. All right. So, what's the plan with the rest of your night?
Time do we have?
Right now, it's probably about 2:30 in the morning.
So maybe a couple of hours before sunrise.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, Lena does want to look at this what was it, research facility, the labs.
Hmm.
But
I think at this point, Cece's just going to start being like, I'm going to head home, check up on how things are going there.
Now, you do have another option, all of you.
Okay.
Quite a few of you have retainers or people that that you have working for you in some way. You could always send them.
I mean, I did spend buy a dot of retainer at the end of last game, but I wasn't sure who I was going to use it for. Like, if I was gonna, part of me was wondering if I could use it for Judah, but another part of me was hoping to maybe apply it to Ember, but I hadn't figured that out.
I don't think you're going to be able to apply it to Jude till we know whether or not he exists outside of Hunter.
True.
Technically, he's an asterisk character.
Okay, that's fine then. That's why I wasn't sure. So.
Because Hunter Season 2 will happen eventually.
Fair.
Eventually. I don't know if he'll be played. Who knows what Chris will play.
Okay, in that case, yeah, I have a dot and retainer that is not currently applied to anything yet.
Alright, so... Do you call it a night from there?
How far away is the address?
So it's over on Boundary, so basically on your way out of town to the west, east, out of the way out. So you're in North Van right now. It's over on the way to Hope.
Okay,
So
it'll
edge
take
of
a while
town.
to get there.
So like over by Boundary is... Boop, 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 boop. So on the other side of the city is the nice quick way. It's over on the other side of like what? Where is this? It's in... So I always forget. It's on its way to... Sorry, it's not quite that far away. It's basically dead center of town. So I'd say about about 6 kilometers away.
Yeah, I think that's where it like turns into Burnaby.
It's basically the boundary between, well, it's not quite. It's right next to Central Park.
But it like it goes all the way up though, right? So
It does. There's a place called Magic Stronghold there.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh, well, gotta go there.
Is it just a magic shop? Or is it just someone? It is just a magic shop. Damn, I was really hoping that someone had just. Oh no, it's. Oh yeah, that's a magic shop. Oh, it's got board games. I was just hoping that someone had just tagged that, or I had accidentally tagged it for one of the mage LARPs we ran in Vancouver.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
a Magic
yeah.
Stronghold.
Mage Stronghold.
Mage Stronghold. I'd go there. All right. So, what's the plan?
Sorry, how long would it take to get there?
If you're driving, probably about 20 minutes.
20 minutes? Okay. Yeah.
We could probably make it.
I'm not sure what to do at this point.
I think it would be best if we did check it out ourselves and didn't get other people to check it out.
And
Just
had
in case.
more time to do so.
I'm open to that suggestion. Yeah, let's go do what we can before. I don't know. See what we can find.
Yeah, who knows? We might not find anything.
So, Cece, are you going to head out by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. How are you getting there?
She'll probably just like call a cab.
Okay. All right. So, do you just head outside without saying goodbye, or what do you do?
No, I'll say I'll catch you guys later. If you need me, text me.
Hey, where are you going?
I'm going home.
Oh.
I got babies to look after.
Hmm.
Has
None of you
Cece
have-
told us about this yet?
Not even remotely.
Like
Babies?
Bye.
cats? Like cats?
Cece,
I think she's got some cats.
I don't think they're. They might be cats.
Hmm. She seems like a cat person.
I guess.
All right. Well, then, do we want to look at it without her, or should we do it tomorrow? I like to go all together.
Yeah.
So that's me.
Yeah, there's probably the best idea.
I mean, I can just call it a night. I have no idea when my brother's gonna show up, if he decides to show up at all, or if he's gonna stay in a hotel room.
Your brother is he a source of seems to be a source of anxiety for you. Do we is he going to be a problem?
Always. He's always a problem. What else is new?
Where's he staying?
No idea. No, you
Okay.
cannot go and do away with my brother. He would probably eat you alive.
Oh.
He'd have better taste.
Well,
He doesn't have good taste. No, no, no. Anyway. I'm happy to stick around and... I don't know.
What do we so just so we're clear, the dead's in the tub thawing out.
He's in a room downstairs, slowly thawing to room temperature.
Okay. And then what about what do we do with the what came out of Hayden's arm?
That is in a freezer.
mhm.
I don't want to touch it. I'm assigning that entire freezer to be disposed of once we're done with this. Because it's so gross.
Mhm.
Do you have a fire pit?
Agreed.
Like a fireplace?
Yeah.
I think I want to take the clothes that got it sprayed on it and just throw them in there and dispose of them that way.
There is definitely a fireplace out back. Please don't do it in the house.
Yeah. So I'll leave at that point and try and do that, and try and have a nice long shower to get anything else off of me from that might have. I'm definitely concerned about getting spored and infected somehow by this thing.
Okay. What is so Cece, you're planning to go home, so you're calling a cab. And what about you, Jillian? What's your plan for the night?
I'll probably just stick here if that's okay. Or I'll go home. I'll go home too.
If you want to say you're welcome, but...
No, I should probably talk to Paige. Think so. Oh, wait.
Do we know where each of us lives? Outside of hanging out at Lena's?
I'm not sure. I think we only know where Lena lives.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I feel like Lena's mostly the central point of contact, and the driver who used to potentially go and pick you all up got killed, I think. So, I don't know.
Oh, all good. Just checking. I mean, it's the best place to hang out, so.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, with that, you all depart, heading your own places, or sticking around to prepare to go investigate this lab tomorrow night to see if it has anything to do with what's going on in the city. You find Lena an uncomfortable rest ahead of you as you wait and dread what your brother may be attempting. In the distance, you can almost feel his presence. There's something insidious on his agenda. He's always been the smaller man, in his own way, and always has had a chip on his shoulder for you. You're curious how that is going to come up this time. Erik, this whole thing is unnerving. You burned your clothes, and when you did, you swear that you heard shrieking at a base level, echoing across your skin. And for the rest of the night, as you prepare for your day sleep, you can't help but try to smell your breath. Every time you speak, or every time you force yourself to exhale, remembering the sweet, sickly scent of rot that Grigory had on his, or whoever was masquerading as him. What if it gets in you? Will you turn into something like whatever Hayden Welsh was? Jillian, you make your way back, and you said you were going to go visit Paige?
Oh, just gonna like text her or something.
As you go to text her, you'll see that you've blood bonded her, right?
Yeah.
There are quite a few texts from her already. She sent you about 12 memes.
Oh, nice.
As well as thinking about you. Hope you're doing well.
Oh, she's so nice.
I picked up your mail.
Nice. Oh. Okay.
Also, I've gone ahead and got your lines from the studio for the next shoot. It's in 2 days. I've gone ahead and highlighted all of your lines. It's waiting at the store for you.
Oh, she's a go-getter.
A little more eager than normal, actually.
Yeah.
She must just be a little hyped up. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. I miss you.
Yeah. Okay, I'll text her back. Miss you too. Sorry, got caught up. Hope you're doing okay. Smiley face.
Smiley face heart emoji.
Yes.
Ghouls, they be clingy.
Fair enough.
And Cece, as you make it back to your house, you are welcomed into a pile of bodies writhing in the center of your living room in almost like kind of a drunken cat state. Danny looks up at you and smiles. Hey, thank you for sending people.
They're still alive, right?
Yeah, they're just... I forgot that, when we got rid of, my ex, well, when we got rid of, him, he had some stuff on him. They're just having a really good night. The other two are asleep on the floor, just like completely naked, wrapped in blankets, burritoing on the floor. They took a bunch of photos. It was kind of funny. Did you get them? They said they were gonna send you some stuff.
Yeah, I did get them. Listen, if you can get into their phones at all, even if you just take their hands and use the biometrics to get into the cell phones, delete every single one of those photos and anything that they might have put on social media tonight.
Yeah, of course. I'll do that right now.
Perfect.
They smile and nervously get to work. Pouring through the files, deleting every photo. Even this one, it's a really good one. Like...
Yes, we just don't want anything tied back to where they've been tonight.
Are we gonna kill them?
Oh, no. But still, people ask questions. You don't want to be the result of certain things.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Thanks, Cece. Mom.
You're welcome. Ew. And she'll just walk away into her little closet.
I'm kidding. Why don't we could seal off the balcony here and make this room lightless too, you know? Then you wouldn't have to be in the closet. Trust me, I haven't been in the closet in a couple of years and it's much nicer out here. It might feel safe in there, but my metaphor's dying.
This is my space. You can go ahead and seal up the rest of the room. Actually, that's another thing I would like to have Neve do during the day, is work on completely soundproofing and giving this room a blackout.
Yeah, absolutely.
The closet is mine. You do not go in there.
We don't go in your bedroom at all.
Good.
If we can. Because you have 2 bedrooms, right? Or do you just have the one?
She has like her room, but it's more of like her art and like photography is where her computer is, but it's just a total disaster.
Oh, that's right. You've had them sleeping in your bedroom since you turned them.
Yeah, so like it's a bedroom, but it's mostly it's like her studio.
I would never mess with your closet, Cece.
Good.
I'll tell Nev when she wakes up. She's pretty sleepy.
Sounds good.
I didn't mean the mom thing. I thought it was funny.
I know, I'm teasing you. And tomorrow I'll get you going on some more work too. So be ready.
Yeah, anything.
Good.
Happy to help.
Sweet dreams. And she'll go into her closet.
Sliding the door shut, you find that sleep comes easy, but there's something slightly unnerving, something that sticks in your mind. A feeling that creeps up your spine, like even while you're in your closet, you're being watched. But there's obviously nothing to it. It's just a feeling. And meanwhile, as dawn begins to break around Vancouver, and you prepare for the next night while you sleep and rest and wait of the next night and your continued investigation. Downtown, outside of one of the police precincts, a police car pulls up. Fred, can you mind heading in? Officer Ward says to her partner. I'm just gonna make a phone call. Yeah, no problem at all. I'll see you inside for shift change. Are we gonna grab pie afterwards like we talked about? Yeah, we'll go by Duffins. He leaves the car and she pulls out her phone, scrolling down. It dials. A voice answers, and then another, and another, as the Discord call connects into a full chat room. Hey, it's me. We've got bloodsuckers. Yeah. And I think they're playing with fungal hosts. And I think that's where we're going to call game for the night.
All right. Cool. Cool.
Yay. All right, so folks,
Fine.
it's fine. So that's going to be a short one tonight because I'm still giving my spine a bit of a break. For those of you who aren't aware, I messed up. I pinched a nerve in my back, so I got to be real careful about how long I take games. And last night's went really late, so I'm trying to not be nutso. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I've got a +1 XP, pardon me, +1 beat from the chat from Professor Multiverse. So I'm going to give you 3. That's going to be a total of 4 beats.
Nice.
And I got +1 for my dramatic failure.
For you, that's 5 beats.
Okay.
So that's a full experience for Lena.
Yay.
And folks, we're going to be back on the 11th, which is a Thursday. It's going to be a strange night for us, but I'm taking a couple days off when my mom comes in town because I haven't seen her since the before times. And so we are going to... It was a real long time ago. So we're taking a little bit of time off for that, but then we'll be back on the 11th, which is a little bit early, but that means you get more vampire, and that'll be good. And then we're like about, I'd say we're probably about halfway through the story. If you guys quit activating supernatural trap cards.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think that's the one thing we're good at.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Though
We're
I'd
really
like
good
to,
at
I
that.
would like to say that I think that it keeps things more interesting, and that the all the hurt the mores really help with that.
It just lets me look at the plot and be like, you know what would be the worst thing to happen right now?
I think that's beautiful.
It's good because it means that whenever I have a compulsion to be like, nah, that would be a little much if that happened right now. It's like, oh, I guess it is a little much, but it happened anyway. You know?
Keeps things interesting.
Yeah, I shrug it off. Anybody have any questions, comments, concerns before we head off tonight? So I don't think anybody hit their aspirations for the night, but these are long-term aspirations.
Unless
so
I managed to like actually help reduce Henry's chaos, but I don't think I did.
you didn't. Did you figure out where he's staying?
No.
I gave you clues. I gave
I
you
know.
3 really good clues. What did I
Amy
say?
doesn't know anything about the places. Like, I don't know places in Vancouver.
Well, let's do the math real quick. What was the first clue I gave you?
You said something about a presidential suite or something. That's all I remember.
I said it was a penthouse.
Okay, penthouse.
Okay. I said that it still smelled absolutely presidential.
Okay.
And it was surrounded by a color.
I have no idea.
There's
I
lots of
honestly do not know.
gold everywhere.
A Hilton.
There's a
Trump
place in
Tower?
Vancouver. What?
Trump Tower?
Yeah.
Of course he would stay at Trump Tower.
Of course he would, 'cause- yeah.
Gold!
Yeah.
The the memes that PR Multiverse has done for tonight are
Oh, they're so good.
good.
Are they really good?
Yeah.
Folks, if you want to see these memes, head over to our Discord at the link in the chat. Hey folks, I love you very much. I didn't want it to come out this way, but I thought I might as well just tell you I love you. It's been a long time coming, and I want to specifically say that I love you, all of you, at patreon.com/dorktales, where we now have 92 patrons. Folks, if you want to join their ranks of the ever-growing dork army that will one day spread across the globe and conquer all and probably just run a bunch of role-playing games, it'll be pretty nice, you should go join them. You can join the ranks of our royal producer, Schulten, who is designing a corner of our homebrew D&D world. You can join the ranks of our divine producer, DM Michael Gray, may he long reign. You can join the ranks of Soul Omen and Precarious, our demonic producers, as well as our princes of the Patreon, but not princes of Vancouver, but maybe princes of Vancouver, you never know. Amethyst, Eolist, Cubby Gummy, Trizelta, Buddy, Terran, and The Traveler. They're all wonderful. Folks, we're at 92. That means we are only 8 away from me starting work on the big-ass book of Elos. That's not what it's called, but it might as well be. I will have to design many a class and race. I have started doing the groundwork for some new classes, though, so that'll be fun. I look forward to many playtests and having people poke holes in them. But yeah, if you would like to join them, there's a bunch of fantastic stuff. I've just finished encoding a bunch of stuff that's going up tomorrow, actually. So if you would like to see things like Strixhaven at Curriculum Chaos, episode 0 is up now on the Patreon, and episode 1 is starting on the 1st. That's advanced screenings for those who are on the Patreon, as well as a number of podcasts, behind-the-scene podcasts. The Dork Pod, Dork Tales podcast, is going to be recording again this weekend for September release, probably, and that's going to be an advanced over to the Patreon as well. Eventually we'll be going public. And then finally, there's at least one extra game that nobody gets to see for at least a few months until I'm sick or something, outside of the Patreon, and that's going up tomorrow. The director's cut of Alien 2 and the Alien 3, the finale of Chariot of the Gods, is going up tomorrow, so hopefully you will go and enjoy those. Anybody who is the $5 tier or higher gets access to those. It's the cheapest it's just value. It's added value, guys. Go do it. But I love you very much. I love all of you as well, even though you're growing more powerful. And someone poked me in the chat. What's up? What's up, Robin? What do you need? Robin says pokes.
Poke.
I don't know why.
Poke, poke, poke.
Also, the last things I would like to say is that if you want to support the channel, you can go and buy this book. Buy this book to support me. It's in the link below. There are 5 books plus some Bloodline books. They're all really well written, and I wrote on them as well. So you should definitely go and do that because they're fantastic. I think you guys have enjoyed them, right? These powers are ridiculous.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're pretty ridiculous and great, and there's more coming from None More Dark soon because I was just in a call on Monday with Sam, taking 25,000 words of a new book that I can say nothing about besides that. Besides that, it's gonna blow your socks off. It's gonna be fantastic. But that's it for us tonight. Thank you so much. Remember, stay bloody, stay hungry, and don't go out in the sun. It's too hot. Good night, everybody.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Good night.
Bye.